these are the prototypes for the app and game concepts we're planning to create. The first one will be connected to the Rugby 7 event this 7th of April 2017. Now, this concept is quite easy. It revolves being the manager of the team, basically going to have a team of 7 players that would go against other teams. It's either AI or other human. As you can see in the presentation, the game starts for the first time, so we click new and goes to pick a pack, which you select randomly generated players, or it could be actual players on different packs. Now, we open one pack and it opens up into a group of 7 players, 7 cards, just like trading cards, and it has stats and boosters and like different specialties, just like in the actual Rugby 7. So here you could see is your team. These are your 7 players. You can see just like statuses and stuff that could show how good or how bad your player would be during the gameplay. So next, set game formation. This you can see as a player, as the manager, you set their gameplay or to design how your players would work during on the field and how they would match up with other players. You could set them if they're aggressive, passive, or defensive. The game starts, or the actual game starts on the kickoff, where you flick the ball, it goes away, and then here is 2 teams fighting against each other. This will be like general AI made, hopefully, where they like clash against each other based on the stats, the specialties, the movement of the ball, and such. Everything's AI controlled. Now, there's a chance that there will be like the mall. This will be like players will vie control of the mall. There's like a bar on top of it. There will like the higher the percentage. For example, if you're red and blue, the blue gets a higher percentage. They will get the ball. Basically, you're the blue player, and when you get the blue, the bar to full blue, okay, gain control of the ball again, and then it goes back to the gameplay until you get the score. Now, everything is based on Rugby 7 rules. See, now the game has ended with the tries, conversion. It shows everything that happened on the game, and then it gives you loot. When you open the loot, it's either you get players or boosters, which you can use on your players or use it to trade cards with other users. This is how the social media works, or the social interaction. Next is Doodle Death. Doodle Death is a simple concept that involves 2D construct of platforms. So you can see here, it's like you click them out, it starts the game. There's a sandbox which allows player to create maps, and the download or redeem map, which could be used for the I guess we discussed it yesterday, how it could be used as the economy of the game. You could also customize your character. Okay, so the map itself, you could players could create a map, save it online, and the number of downloads could be used as points for you to download different maps. It allows player to advertise their own designs. They want to make it good, so people will keep on downloading it and will keep on gaining points from it. Basically, that's the same concept. Points and maps, those are the economy. It allows player to like advertise the game itself without being forced to, because they want to gain points. So we start the game now. As you can see here, it's just the basic concept of like 2D stuff. There's a background and foreground. The controls are simple. When you like tap on the right side of the phone, the character goes right. When you tap on the left side, it goes left. And in order for the character to jump, you tap both sides, so it goes up like that. So now it moves slowly forward. Now we tap right, so the character will go right. But just like in the map, it goes right, then that. So in order for like walking and running at the same time, or jumping and running at the same time, you press right you tap right or hold right and then slowly tap left. It's like holding right and then slowly tap left, like that. So from time to time, it's not just an obstacle course or a platformer with just obstacle course and stuff. There's gonna be monsters which you're gonna encounter. So on sandbox mode, you could set or where they would go or where they would be spawning. Now this one we encounter a really basic one, like the ghost. If you notice, they have like a symbol on top of the monster. So we're gonna encounter this monster now. The map goes on battle mode. This is your character. You notice he has a paintbrush, but you can customize it. So monsters will like spawn depending on the design that you made it, or randomly generate anywhere on the map. Okay, so here is the ghost. It has a symbol on top, so it slowly moves forward to your character. And in order to kill the monster, you have to flick or doodle the symbol on top of the monster. So you doodle it and he dies, just like that. So from time to time, there's gonna be like multiple monsters coming out. Like for this one, there's this skull thingy with a spiral and diagonal doodle, and you have to draw it really fast because like if it's gonna reach your character will like your character's life's gonna be subtracted. Like there's gonna be damage on your character, and that would cause the game to end. Now as you can see here, it goes back to the map mode, and character's gonna run slowly to the left, and then you will kind of encounter ghosts too. Sometimes you have the choice to like you could encounter the ghost or you could just like jump over it. The difference between it is like if you're gonna avoid the ghost, you won't gain points from it. Killing the ghost or any monsters, randomly generated monsters, would gain you points. So you see here, there's evasion and like monsters randomly generated anywhere again, as I said earlier. So here we go, another one. This one will try to chase you until the very end. It's just like that, and that is your goal. That's how the game ends. And yeah, it's basic. It just shows you stats and congratulates you. This one is View. This is the social media one that we're playing for. This is a party app. It's like Tinder, but for parties. Well, you could use this for hookups, but it depends on you. Now, this is the main page. This is like the personal information, just basic, your name and age. It doesn't really matter where you're from because it says it like if you're within the location, it just goes around. So this is the lobby. So you can see there's like names of people here. The parties happening nearby, which you could select. And you can join. You could request to join their parties, or they could ignore you. You could see venues, bars, clubs, hotels, and everything. That's where you get the money, because like they're the sponsors. Finally, when they accept your request for a party, they will go to a chat. This chat will like have your conversation and ask you for something, everything, or the requirements for the party. They will also give you the location of the party. So that's it.